You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You're capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Ryan here with the very first podcast of The Power of Helping People. What's pretty cool about this is if you listen to those words in that intro, it's pretty powerful. We all have to believe in ourselves because there's struggles, there's trials, there's tribulations that we go through on a continual basis. But you got that one thing, to believe in yourself. The Power of Helping People episode intro, part 1. Pretty excited today. I actually got a pretty special guest today coming on this afternoon. This is the intro, so I'm pretty wound up a little bit. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring something really cool to you guys. I've been doing and I've been thinking about this for a good year now. I said I was going to release it in January, and January basically came and went. February came and went. I made excuses. Let's be honest. We as people on an everyday basis make excuses why we don't want to do something. But guess what? I'm doing it. I'm here live today telling you this intro. And what I'm excited about most about this is the power of helping people is going to impact thousands of people. My mission in this power of helping people is to help one individual per day, basically for the rest of my life. Leave that legacy and make sure that we spread happiness, joy, and gratitude to everybody. I want to thank it first and foremost for you guys. If you guys are here listening, thank you for being here today. I'm pretty excited, and I know I'm going to say that a lot for the first episode, but what I have for you today is pretty cool. But first and foremost, I'm going to go into introductions for myself, because most of you guys might not know me, but for those of you that know me, I appreciate your support on here. Thank you for listening. Today is the day. So my name is Ryan Austin. This podcast is the power of helping people. My mission is to help one individual every single day. And with your help, we can do thousands. So my wife is the first and foremost that I'm going to introduce I'm not going to introduce her. I'm just going to talk about her because she's my number one, my heart and soul, my high school sweetheart, the love of my life, the best friend, every single thing that you can think of, because she is a queen. Leah and I have been together since 1997. I saw this beautiful woman in 1996 at a talent show. She sang the song in the talent show that I fell in love with. Her voice, her passion. I knew she was a good person. But today, I'm going to tell you that she's the love of my life. And somebody helped me meet her. And the coolest thing about that is my god brother, Bobby Ergot. Actually, I begged him to take me to this talent show because I knew that I wanted to go because I wanted to see my cousin. He was a host at the time, just like I am today, with the Power of Helping People. He was a comedian. Him and Ryan Coral, which is pretty cool because Ryan Coral is in media production right now, which is really cool. But I went there and I met this woman with my eyes. She didn't know who I was. I didn't know who she was, but it was pretty cool. So that is the first and foremost. We've been married for 18 years come this August 22nd. So those of you that are watching, August 22nd is the big 1-8. 2 more years will be 20. I've been with this woman 24 years, and it's been a great 24 years. The next thing I want to go over is my kids. I have 4 beautiful, awesome kids. Abby, 13, Sienna, 12, Gavin, 9, and Summer, 1. Summer Hope Austin. The lonely one down there. What's really cool about that is we wanted another one. This wasn't an accident. This was something that we tried for. This is something that we were blessed for and we're very grateful for. Today I'm going to go in depth on why I'm doing this podcast and what you can expect out of this podcast and all the details that go about it. I'm pretty stoked about some of the guests that we have on. Today I'm interviewing one of my buddies, Dusty Myson. Dusty Myson is a fighter, somebody that's not afraid. He doesn't make excuses. He has faith in him. And that's what's going to be really cool about this episode coming up next Friday. It's going to be released on Friday. And wait till you hear this thing. It's going to change people's life. And that's what this episode and this podcast is about, is changing people's life. I want you, first and foremost, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just breathe a couple deep breaths in and out. And I want you to really just focus and just listen to my words. I want you to picture yourself on a beach on vacation, laying on a towel in the sand. No phones, no TV, no work, no commotions. Feel how that feels right now. Most of you guys are thinking, wow, stress-free. I love vacations. Can't wait to go on my vacation in a month. Bringing up all those inner giggles, that feeling like I can't wait, that excitement, that drive, that passion, the gratitude that you get to go on a vacation and you get to afford it. And you're sitting there on the beach, relaxing. No care in the world, no responsibilities. All you have is time. Now think about that. Time. Time is everything. What do we do with our time? Do we do good things with our time, or do we do bad things with our time? Do we help individuals with spare time, or do we be selfish and we go do other things because we don't feel we have the time to do good things? Right now, I'm going to go in depth with you about why I'm so passionate about helping others. This world, I'm going to make a change in. And the reason why I'm going to make a change is because we're going to start a mission. It's called the Power of Helping People. And when you hear the people I have to interview and the people that are going to be on this podcast, you're going to hear their stories. You're going to hear their struggles. You're going to hear them get out of those struggles. But what's best about this is you're going to meet some individuals that you won't even meet face to face, but you're going to follow them. You're going to reach out to them. They're going to impact your life that you've never, ever had before. All on one thing: the presence of social media and how we can help each other and influence each other from our voice, from our TV, from our phones. I want to tell you a little story, and then we'll get into exactly what we're going to be doing with the power of helping people. Story last year was really down and out, and had a lot going. Company was so average, growing, the growing pains, doing really good, but struggling because I was busy. I didn't fulfill my life with the things I needed to because I was busy. And that the reason why the story is because there were several individuals that helped me get to where I need to be. And I want to tell you that this is why I'm starting this podcast. Because there were several individuals that got me out of that funk because I met them on social media. And the first and foremost that I really want to share with you, and if you're not following this person, you need to. His name's Brian Hess. He has a podcast called The Morning Perspective. It plays every single day at 8 a.m. If you don't have the time to be there at 8 a.m., guess what? It's social media. You can just click on it later on in the day. But what I did was I started listening to these things every single day. And what it did was it gave me a perspective. What most of us don't have. That morning perspective of joy, gratitude, patience, happiness. The will to get up and be a better person. Now, this is why I'm doing this podcast. Because the power of helping people, my mission is to do one individual per day. But with all your help, we can do thousands. And I think that's more great than anything in this world, is to spread infectious greatness and gratitude on others. I feel that we can impact thousands of people together. And I think that if we do this, just watch what happens. I want to go over a couple things with you. And there's several things that, what we're going to discuss in the power of helping people. We need to go through these things step by step. And then you guys will know exactly what I want to get entailed and what I want to do with this podcast. Because this is an interviewing podcast. This is an interviewing podcast that I bring individuals on here that are CEOs, individuals, kids, anybody that can impact your life with a story, with a journey, with a vision, with trials and tribulations. Because I, too, was somebody that struggled. I want to tell you a quote by the great Ed Milet. Be so positive that negative people don't want to hang out with you. Let me repeat that. Be so positive that negative people don't want to hang out with you. Now, that's really powerful. It gives me chills every time I say it. And the reason why I did is because we get grace and from helping people. I love helping people. People that know me know that I like to do that. And I want to tell you why I do this. And there's 6 to 10 things. I'll go through as many as I can in this show, but I personally want to go in detail with these things because I think that if you hear these things, you'll start to think about them and you'll see that's right. Those are things that we can do to help us, our friends, our family. But here's the first one. Helping others can help you live longer. How does that sound? You know, if you have that gratitude and that joy and help others, you can live longer. Because there's no stress. In life, we have stress. Guess what? If you constantly are helping people, that stress just falls off your shoulder and you move on. So if you want to expand your lifespan and you want to live longer, you got to help others. Altruism is contagious. That word, I'm going to read the definition because we're going to say this a lot. It's a word that I never even knew until I started helping people. The definition is the belief and practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. When one person performs a good deed, it causes a chain reaction. That is the definition. A chain reaction. When we as individuals help others, and in turn, they help others. You know why? Because it's givers gain. People help others. We help others, individuals, because we feel like that we're going to get something out of that. And it is givers gain. It helps us live longer. It helps us with our health. It helps us with our attitude. And we need to be grateful for that. Helping others makes us happy. I teach this to my kids on a continual basis. If you help others, you are a more happy person. How many people can agree with me on that? If you help others, you're happy. You feel happy. It brings out the joy. I said it earlier, givers gain. The more people you help, the more they want to help and support you. You know, for those of you guys, we're actually doing this as a just an audio today for the intro, and we'll probably just do a couple audios till I can get everything down packed with all the technology basis because I've just learned all this stuff, so it's definitely a change. But for those of you who don't know, I'm dressed the part right now. I'm wearing a collared shirt, nice pants, and my pink BSI hat. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you have to look the part too to be great. You want to look good. When you look good, you feel happy. Also, as we all know, a lot of us with stress that own businesses have high blood pressure because we're always doing this and doing that. And being happy and helping others lowers your blood pressure. That is an awesome thing. If we can actually be healthy by helping others, it's pretty cool. And that's what this podcast is about, is bringing individuals in here to strike a nerve with people. Helping, the next one is really good. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Helping others promote positive behavior in teens. What I mean by that, if we're positive and we're teaching our kids to be positive, look out. We are going to start a chain reaction that changes this next generation. But it's only going to be able to do with the help of you. Teenagers emulate everything you do. Kids, Babies emulate everything you do. I have a 1-year-old daughter, Summer. She repeats things that I say. So be careful what you say in front of your children. We are going to teach you in this podcast the power of helping people. We're going to change your mind and change your thinking because we are going to want you to help others. And in turn, your kids will want to help others. So if today was the only day you were able to do this, help your kids get better. We have a lot of bad habits as parents. I'm one of them. I do things. I'm not perfect. I'm real. I'm gonna get real with you guys right now. My wife and I bicker. We fight. We do it in front of the kids sometimes. I call it bickering because we've been together for a long time. And what do old couples do? They bicker. But kids think that's fighting, so they emulate it. They want to fight, or they want to do this, they want to do that. That's not good. So I'm making it my mission with this podcast is to be more aware because I want to, hey, I'm going to call myself out. Because if I'm doing this on a day-to-day basis, it makes it more live. It makes it more real. So I'm not going to do those things. Going to give you an example. Number one thing people do in this day and age is complain about their boss. I'm a boss, so I want to bring this up as an example. And I know there's a lot of other bosses that are going to be on this podcast that are going to be listening. There's also going to be a lot of workers and individuals in this podcast. Stop complaining about your boss in front of your kids. Because guess what they're going to do when they get a boss? They're going to complain about their boss because that's all they know how to do because they're emulating it. Same thing. That's not my job. Don't ever say that word in front of your kids, please. I'm getting more and more today, these kids saying, I don't get paid for that. It's not my job. That's a bad habit that they learn from their kids or from their parents. Excuse me. Stop saying those things. Guess what? This podcast is going to bring those things out because you're going to realize that people are going to come in and they're going to tell you their stories and they're going to say their mistakes. And that's what we're going to do to help you. We're going to tell you mistakes that we've made in the past, and so you don't make those same mistakes. I tell everybody this all the time. I've made millions of dollars worth of mistakes in my business. That's why I want people to ask those questions. I want to help people before they make those mistakes so they don't make those costly mistakes. Because we as individuals and we as leaders want to help individuals succeed, not fail. The benefits of giving and helping others. I'm going to read them out really quick because these are things that we are focused on in the power of helping people. It helps strengthen the immune system in your body. It keeps you great. It keeps you moving good. It keeps you healthy. It keeps you not sick. Decreases both the intensity and the awareness of physical pain. If you're happy all the time, you're not going to get sad. You're not going to feel depressed. Activates emotions that are virtual to maintaining good health. All these things have to do with your health. So this is why I did this podcast. It's because I want to make individuals live longer. I want to make individuals be happy. I want to make individuals live longer and strengthen and be healthy. From the stories of my guests. It provides a stress release, which has multiple benefits to the body system. All the things I'm saying right now is all due to health in the body. It provides a helper's high. We call it the helper's high. Once you help somebody, you feel that high, the endorphins, that emotional drive in your body that says, I just did that for that person. We do the infamous pay for the person behind us at the coffee shop, the Starbucks or Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts. We say, we want to pay for the person behind us. How does that make you feel? You want to look in the rearview mirror and you want to say, look at that. They're happy. They have a smile on their face. Why do we do that? Because the endorphins make it a little high for us. It's almost like a painkiller. Could you imagine in this world if we took every single person that was dealing with painkillers and we fed them with happiness and the power of helping people and we pushed that into them on a continual basis, which consistency means everything. If you're doing things consistent, your body and your mind changes. A good example of that is you are who you hang out with. The top 5 people. Who are you hanging out with today? Are they good people? Are they people that are pushing you to be better? Are they questioning you when you do things bad? Or are they praising you for doing things good? Those are things that we need to do as individuals, is push each other. And your friends, if you know they can do more, push them. I have a lot of great friends that push me on a continual basis. I just started up 75 hard. I failed the first time due to COVID. I got COVID. My wife got COVID. It was pretty bad. I had to tend to at the time was 7 or 8 months old because my wife was better for 14 days. So I failed. But just because you fail doesn't mean you don't get up and you get back up and doing it again. Because consistency is everything. You keep working and you keep working. So I'm on day 2 today. I've actually drank about 32 ounces of water already because I know that is my hardest thing I can do is trying to get that water down. Everything else is easy. I've already read. I read every single morning. I read my devotional. I pray because that keeps me whole, keeps the gratitude in me. It helps me with my day. If you feel bad every single morning, buy a devotional. Read, dissect it, go through it. Make sure that it impacts you, and then spread it out. We're going to wrap this thing up. I'm very excited for the content and the stuff that I'm going to bring out. I get really emotional when I do this because it's real. This is a great opportunity for yourself, your friends, by passing this episode along. Because every single week, you're going to get a taste of happiness. And the reason why is because we are going to share stories that not only help you, but drive you to be better. So I want you to ask this question. How do you want to live your life? How do you want to live your life? Do you want to go to work every single day, come home, and go out and move on to the next day? My mission is to help everybody every single day, as many people as I can. But my mission is just to help one individual. That's my goal in life. What is yours? What do you want to do with your life? Because I know right now, if you jump on this mission with me and this, I don't even know what to call it, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a movement because we are going to help thousands of people, and I'm going to be consistent. And the best thing about it is when you're consistent and you're doing the same things over and over, people come. So I want to thank every single person here today. And I'm really excited about episode 1 today, interviewing with Dusty Myson. Because today is the day that could change you or change somebody else. I want to read a quote, and I want you to really just listen to this thing. And what's cool about this book is if you want to get it, it's the greatest inspirational quotes. It's 365 days to more happiness and success motivation. It's by Dr. Joe Ticho. And he quotes one of his quotes in here from Anthony Robbins. It says, "You see, in life, lots of people know what to do, but few people actually do what they know. Knowing is not enough. You must take action." Take action today. Be that person that takes action now, not later. I want to thank everybody here today. I really, really appreciate you being here. God bless. I love you guys. And I look forward to you listening to this and making yourself great and happy, because that's what our mission and our goal is. Thank you guys. Love you. God bless. See ya.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You're capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control.